Greetings, comic friends. Let's do our TGIW business. Thank God it is Wednesday. It is New Comic Book Day. We have a pretty good week, pretty solid. Yeah, pretty mostly looking forward to it. Pretty mostly. We got 11 books today. Pretty good. That's a good number. We'll start just right off the top. Blue and Gold, number 3 of 8. First two issues have been fun. I love Booster Gold and Blue Beetle. I love the dynamic. Booster is, I mean, there's always a problem with Booster. No one takes him seriously, but deep down, he really does want to do good. He just wants to make a little scratch while he's doing it, you know? He's all about the advertising and whatnot, but it's been good, so we'll keep with that. Deep Beyond number 9, twists are happening. Other than the twist that this book sent to us, the reader, and it kind of sold itself as a horror book. It very much is a sci-fi book, but it's good. But some story twists are coming. I believe it's 12 issues long, so including this one, there's 4 issues left in the story. So we'll see how that goes. Homesick Pilots number 10. I still really dig this. I don't dig it as much as what I very, very first did, but I still really enjoy it. I think like the first couple issues, they ranked up there with Department of Truth for me, but Department of Truth has just continued to be as good as it first was. And I'm not saying this is bad. It's just not as it's not following through with as good as I hoped it would be, but it's still really good. Joker number 8. I really need to evaluate this book, especially since it's a $6 book. It's not cheap. It's $2 more than most books. I don't know how they decide. You know, they it's a harder stock cover. That's definitely not worth the $2. So how do they decide to do that for these books? What their $3.99 versus $5.99 books are? I don't know. Is it worth a normal comic price? Yeah. Is it worth $2 more than a normal comic price? I don't know about that. I think I said this the last time an issue of Joker came out, is I need to look up and see what the plan is now that Tynion is leaving DC. If this is only going to go on for a handful more issues, I might as well just stick it out. If it's going to keep going, if they're going to hand it over to someone else, then I should probably just bail on it now. Star Trek The Mirror War. Yep. Two of my favorite things. Star Trek, alternate universes. I love the mirror universe in Star Trek. So this is, it's looking to be a lot of fun. Where the mirror universe is kind of coming back into ours. But this is a follow-up to some other Star Trek books that have been out there, other mirror universe stuff. So picking this up, the 0 issue would have been helpful. I don't know what's in number 1 yet. I haven't read it, but the 0 issue did kind of help set things up a little bit about what happened before, because like their version of Barclay is over with us, and I think our version is maybe with them. Like they're holding him prisoner. But there is some stuff that already happened. This is not a brand new story, so just so you know if you're thinking about getting into it. Strange Adventures number 12. My feeling on this is the same as it was for Rorschach number 12. I am glad that it is done. I'm done with Tom King for at least for a while. These limited series that I've been doing are just, they go on too long. They're a little more convoluted than I think they need to be. I haven't enjoyed the last couple ones. So I haven't been picking up any other Tom King stuff. I think there may have been a couple Tom King limited series that have come out since Strange Adventures and Rorschach, which I did not pick up. And I don't plan on doing so in the future either. It's just, he's lost me. Eternals Forever, and these Eternals one-shots have been fantastic. So yeah, I'll continue to get them. I'm really excited with the Eternals. I'm excited for the Eternals movie. I think it'll be okay. I saw the trailer. It looks like they're diverging quite a bit from the actual Eternals lore in the movie. I hope they don't try to force that into the comic version. Like, I'm okay with the comic version of something and the movie version of something being different. I don't want the movies to mess up the comic lore, because from what I can tell, I think the comic version of the Eternals, their backstory is better than the movie version. So hope that doesn't happen, but excited for that. Symbiote SpiderMan Crossroads. Speaking of Eternals, right? They show up in this. We have a run-in with the Deviants. There's Crow right there, leader of the Deviants. So we're getting a lot of cross-universe stuff here, which is a lot of fun, which makes sense because he's at the crossroads, which is this crossroads of the universe, of universes. So, but yeah, this continues to be great. Land, great art. Peter David always does great writing. Monster Kill Squad. Yeah, the first issue of this is number 2. The first issue of this was good. Just a group of people that are out there that specialize in killing monsters. It's fun. It's fun stuff. Amazing Spider-Man number 76. I really liked 75. Having Ben Reilly come back, I think, is a lot of fun. I love Ben Reilly. The Clone Wars, or the Clone Saga itself may have been a bit of a mess, but coming out of that, I think the concept of Ben Reilly is a lot of fun. So I welcome him to the Spider-Man universe. I'm not so sure about this Beyond bit of it, right, where Ben Reilly is being a superhero working for a corporation. Like, come on. Have you read comics? That never works out. That never works out. Something is going to go bad. But the general idea is fine. And I really enjoyed the last issue. The writing was good. So I continue to be hopeful for the future of Amazing Spider-Man. And last, but certainly not least, is the last issue of the Immortal Hulk. So Immortal Hulk number 50. It's been a great ride. It's been a lot of fun. I don't think this version of the Hulk could last forever. I think we got a lot of good stories out of it, a lot of good developments with the character. It is time to move on, so I'm really excited to see what the Crane's version of it is going to be. Right? No, not Crane. I'm thinking Clayton Crane. Why can't I think of his name? Wrote the last volume of Venom. I'm completely mind blanking. Sorry. But that guy is going to have the new Hulk book. And I'm really excited about it. This Immortal Hulk was great. I loved it. I am ready for a little bit of a departure, maybe to something a little more of a standard Hulk book, standard Hulk stories. But this was a nice break from that sort of normal Hulk stuff. But I'm ready to go back. But yeah, that's it. 11 books. Didn't really have any other tempting things for me to get this time around, which is for the best, right? But a lot of good stuff. I'm excited for that Hulk. I'm excited for Spider-Man again. Crossroads is great. The Eternals is going to be fun. Mirror Universe, awesome. Yeah, those are probably my most excited 4 books in this week. But let me know what you think in the comments. Your thoughts on what I got, what you picked up, what you're most excited for this week. Your thoughts on the last issue of Amazing Spider-Man, if you're hopeful for it, and your thoughts on Immortal Hulk ending. I'm curious to know down in the comments. And like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, all that stuff. And of course, don't forget to make yours Titan. This video was brought to you by Titan Comic Pressing. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Titan Comic Pressing LLC.